I'd actually like to address something, if that's okay to your audience. Is it unfortunate?
I heard about this. Now, something happened over.
And I said the most hurtful word that I could think of at that moment. I think that that doesn't matter. You know, how you mean things doesn't matter. Words have weight and meaning. And my heart's broken, and I genuinely am deeply sorry to anyone who's ever been affected.
Jonah Hill has absolutely lost the plot after alleged texts between Jonah Hill and his ex-girlfriend Sarah Brady have ignited a firestorm of outrage, with speculation now mounting that he is now under attack from Hollywood.
Trying to be what people wanted me to be.
Right.
And I didn't know who I was, and the past couple years have been amazing in the way of I'm just gonna be myself.
Brady fearlessly took to Instagram on July 7th, sharing a series of stories that shed light on Hill's alleged emotionally abusive behavior. She boldly posted DMs and texts she claims were sent by the 39-year-old Superbad actor.
I'm sorry, and I don't deserve or expect your forgiveness, but...
One particular conversation, which Brady exposed, depicts Hill reprimanding her for sharing surfing photos in a bathing suit. Brady captioned the screenshots with a chilling warning to all girls, urging them to take note of such behavior and make their exit plan if confronted with similar treatment. In this exchange, Brady reveals that she deleted a series of photos from her feed, to which Hill callously responds that it's a good start, but she still doesn't seem to get it. According to Brady's post, Hill further asserted, "But it's not my place to teach you. I've made my boundaries clear. You refuse to let go of some of them, and you've made that clear, and I hope it makes you happy." This was just the beginning, as another slide reveals Hill listing various behaviors that allegedly crossed his boundaries, including Brady surfing with men, modeling, and posting pictures of herself in a bathing suit. He even criticized her friendships with women who had experienced turmoil in their pasts. Brady discloses that the couple was seeing a therapist who advised her to disengage from men while surfing and informed them that she would be discussing matters with her boyfriend. She shares these revelations, giving insight into the intricacies of their relationship. Brady's Instagram stories, documenting her experiences, are still accessible on her account and have sparked discussions about emotional abuse and the manipulation of therapy language. The controversy has reverberated across various platforms, with writer Jessica Valenti emphasizing, "But here's the thing, emotionally abusive and controlling men don't want submissive women. They want to take strong women down a peg." Additionally, Brady shared a video by popular TikTok personality Tefi Pessoa, who said, "How are you going to tell a surfer to stop surfing when she was already surfing when you met her?" Pessoa asks in her TikTok post. The weaponizing of therapy is crazy because you're using terminology you used in therapy to get someone to stop doing what they love. Those are not boundaries. In one of her Instagram stories, Brady shares her struggle with mental health, saying, "I too struggle with mental health, but I do not use it to control PPL like he did to me," Brady wrote in one Instagram story. "It's been a year of healing and growth with the help of loved ones and doctors to get back to living my life without guilt, shame, and self-judgment for things as small as surfing in a swimsuit rather than a more conservative wetsuit, and I'm sure there's still much more healing from this abuse ahead of me." An Australian radio host has also recounted a scary encounter with Jonah Hill during a 2012 interview. Fifi Box, who co-hosted the show at the time, revealed the distressing incident provoked by her colleague Jules Lund's admittedly provocative question, which triggered the explosive reaction from Jonah. Box vividly described the tense atmosphere, labeling it as uncomfortable and, dare I say, a little scary. "It was a very uncomfortable, and I am going to say a little scary moment because he did fire up. It did provoke Jonah," she explained on the Fifi, Fev, and Nick show. Box then played the resurfaced audio in which Lund told Hill, "Last time you were out here in Australia, Jonah, you hooked up with a friend of mine and you didn't call her." Hill, who was promoting 21 Jump Street alongside co-star Channing Tatum during this incident, wasted no time erupting in response to what he perceived as a bull SST question. He swiftly disputed the claim, asserting that it wasn't the last time he visited the country. Unleashing a torrent of heated words, Hill defended himself by stating that neither Lund nor Box had enough knowledge about him to unearth his past for the sake of ridiculing him on live radio. Asserting his stance, Hill proclaimed, You're talking to two people who have no shame in hiding anything from their past, right? But we don't know enough about you to dig up all the ST from your past to make fun of you about on live radio. If I knew anything about you and I cared enough, I'd dig up embarrassing EST from your past to rip on you about it. But I don't care and I don't know, so I don't have the luxury. Box felt compelled to share this anecdote given the recent allegations of abuse leveled against the 39-year-old knocked-up star by his ex Sarah Brady and former Zoe 101 Inches actress Alexa Nicholas. Brady had previously explained her decision to delay revealing her accusations, mindful of Hill's partner at the time, Olivia Miller, being pregnant and not wanting to cause any unnecessary stress to her or her unborn child. Brady went on to divulge further texts she claims were sent by Hill, suggesting that he had engaged in sexting with her just prior to his relationship with Millar. Adding to the disconcerting revelations, Nicholas stepped forward and took to Twitter, alleging that Hill had slammed her head against a door and forcefully shoved his tongue down her throat without her consent when she was only 16 years old. Nicholas went into detail recounting an incident at a party hosted by fellow actor Justin Long. She described stepping outside with Hill, who was 24 at the time, to smoke, but instead of a simple exchange, she claimed he assaulted her. Sharing her harrowing experience, Nicholas tweeted, "Jonah Hill didn't hand me the cig, which I thought was weird, and then as we walked back to the door, I asked him for it, and he said nothing but slammed me to the door and shoved his tongue down my throat. I was so appalled I pushed him off of me and ran inside." While Hill's attorneys have vehemently denied Nicholas's allegations, branding them as a complete fabrication, she remains resolute, expressing her fear and anger. As of now, the enigmatic Stutz star has not publicly addressed Brady's claims, leaving us all eager to witness how this controversy unfolds. In one conversation text, Hill can be seen informing Sarah about his recent dating endeavor while emphasizing the importance of transparency in their friendship. "I know I don't need to, but in the spirit of pure respect to our friendship and appreciation for each other, I did want to be transparent that I did start dating someone recently. I'm sorry if that is painful. It just happened, and I didn't want to not be transparent with you ever as I care about you." Shortly after, on the same day, Sarah shared paparazzi photos of Jonah kissing Olivia on the beach, mistakenly believing it was her in the pictures. Alongside the image, she added a sarcastic comment, "Impressive turnaround time, BTW," before urging Jonah to inform his publicist that it is not her in the photograph. The following day, Sarah sent another text expressing her personal principle. "Not that it's really my business, but out of my own personal chicks before D*C6 code, if that's headed anywhere other than a hookup or fling, I'd appreciate if you make that woman aware of how recently you've been flirting with me, sexting me, and leaning on me for partner-level emotional support." Jonah appeared to react to this message with a thumbs down emoji, followed by a response. "I'm sorry what? I have been there for you as a friend, which I have made very clear." He continued, denying the allegations and stating, "And not only is it not your business, as I only mentioned it to you out of respect and friendship, but I have not been flirting with you or sexting you in any way where it would be inappropriate at this time to start dating someone. And if anything, I have felt for your change and tried to be a good and supportive friend." Later texts revealed Jonah's frustration, as he insists that he has not engaged in flirting or sexting with Sarah for months and highlights his kind gestures towards her. However, he expresses disappointment in her response. "And to be crystal clear, I have not flirted or sexted with you in any way, shape, or form in months, and went to say goodbye to you as a super kind gesture that you seem to have appreciated because it was kind." Despite his explanations, Sarah persists, sharing a censored NSFW message allegedly sent by Jonah weeks earlier. In response, Jonah deems the act of sharing a screenshot of their intimate conversation as a huge triggering violation and a breach of trust. Ooh, that's not a good look for Jonah. First the gaslighting and then trying to put up an innocent face. The internet had a very mixed response to the whole situation. This person tweeted, "The number of men defending Jonah Hill's abusive, controlling behavior is both predictable and horrifying. Boundaries are for yourself, not for your partner. They get to set their own. This is emotional abuse, period." Also reminds me of this excerpt from Trevor Noah's Born a Crime. Another person added, "Not an abuser. Jonah Hill sexually assaulted Alexa Nicholas, Zoe 101, when she was 16 years old at a party at Justin Long's house, and all of the grown-ass men there knew how old her and her friends were." Cue men scrambling to find a way to defend this one. What do you think? That's all for the video, folks. Thanks for watching.